First of all, I would like to give my high respect to Venerable Monks, Mr. Chiasila, the English teachers for 307 class, and every students in Bilbao University, especially all of my friends, classmates in 307 together. I hope all of you are fine. And today I have a good time to give you a presentation or to answer the questions from the teacher. Before going deep to the answers, I would like to read for you all three questions first. One, is it a good idea to have meeting every week? Please give 5 reasons to support your ideas. And what's your suggestions for an effective meeting? This for the first question. And the next one is that what are the advantages and disadvantages of using social media for going on marketing? In your opinion, what is the most effective ways to promote your product? How to do it? Please give specific examples. And the last one is number 3. Have you ever thought about starting your own business? If so, what kind of business would it be? What are the advantages and disadvantages of running your own business? And now let's get it to the first question. Is it a good idea to have a meeting every week? For me, yes it is. You know, gathering everyone a weekly meeting is an excellent way to hear to firsthand any frustrations, and the company can remind the staff for the company missions or goals. And it also gives you an opportunity to update, the updated teams on what's going on in the company. And the most important is that to remind them and about the safety and other necessary processes and procedures. By the meeting up weekly, I think we can goal setting easier in each review. You can discuss new goals and the better ways to achieve our objectives. Our weekly meetings allow employees to stay on track, closer as they work towards our company's goals. Here are 5 reasons to support that it is a good idea to have a meeting every week. 1. To improve communication. Communication is very, very important in the company, in the organization, it's very important. When there are multiple people involved in a project, so communication is the most important. It's easy for miscommunication to arise. Instead of assuming everyone understands, if they know what to do, meeting with them on a regular basis. The kind of communications also helps to get the employees engaged. Today, human resource departments are constantly focused on boosting employee engagements. When they work together, they need more engagement, make them closer. So that's the best way to boost up our company project. By regular checking on people, you can quickly see how engaged they are, motivated to continue the work, and we get the maximum efforts. I think the communication is very good for the company to catch or to achieve, and especially to achieve the maximum effort. Let's move to number 2. It's achieve goals successfully. By seeing up weekly, you can make goal setting easier. You can discuss more goals, you can discuss new goals, and the better ways to achieve the current objectives. The weekly meetings allow the employee to stay on track as they work toward our company's goals. While your timeline might not be static and unchanging, it is still important to include it as your review. It's one study, the researchers found that the people were 33% more successful to achieve goals if they wrote them down or make a weekly meeting. By working together to set the goals, you and your team are more likely to achieve them. 3. Improve productivity. It allows employees to have time to organize their thoughts and questions. It's not so long with this point. A weekly meeting helps employees to stay on top of what's expected of them. It allows employees to have time to organize their thoughts and some questions. Weekly meeting help people or employees to stay on top of what's expected of them. This way, they will all know what they are supposed to be doing and work more effectively. The manager will also have time to focus on the things faster than usual. When the team got productivity or when the team productivity, they also make something new and different from the old one. When we have a team productivity, our company will going well. 4. Boost employee engagement. Employee needs to be contacted frequently and provided with valuable feedback on the regular basis. The frequent communication between managers and employees help employees to stay engaged in their work. When the boss and the staff got a good engagement, so everything in the company will be well going. And going on a good performance process like weekly check-ins help employee and the managers stay on track or at the same page to help to engage with the work. 5. To improve motivation. Having frequent meeting or a good conversation about their performance at work or planned and the strategies motivates employees to be more engaged. It also helps the managers boost employee the morale from the time to time. That means frequently meeting can help employees to correct their mistakes and they organize or improve their goals quickly. Sometimes this practice created a sense of satisfaction for employees to motivate themselves. Sometimes employees need specific plan to have motivation to complete the particularly difficult task. Sometimes when they upset, when they make something wrong, they got many mistakes. The boss not to be blamed. Just make something to boost them up or to give them more good advices to correct their mistake, not to be blamed so much. There's not good ways to do for the boss, and motivation is the best way to give staff work more effectively. And next, I will show you how to make an effective meeting. 1. Have a clear agenda. If you have determined that the meeting is necessary, establish a clear purpose for the meeting and write up the agenda. An excellent time management tool is for you to write a paragraph, to list down what's going to talk or list down the special purpose or what is the meeting is. You can start with the sentence like this. We have this meeting to achieve this specific goal. We have to show or list down the notes to show the whole meeting about what we are going to do and make out an agenda or list of everything that has to be covered in the meeting. Next, to each item and put the name of the person who expected to declare or address that's particular issues or anything else. So we have to plan or make a clear agenda before the meeting. 2. Start and stop on time. The time is very special. We don't skip with the time. Set the schedule of the beginning of the meeting and set the time for an end. 3. Summarize each conclusion. When we discussed each item on the meeting agenda, make sure that you have to summarize the discussions and get closure, get agreements and a completion on each item before you go to the next one. You have to note down something that we have agreed together, and then make sure that we have noted everything when, for example, the completion or the decision we have made together, and then move to the next one. 4. Assign the specific responsibility. If we have made a decision or assigned responsibility for the specific action agreed upon the set deadline, to make sure that everybody clear about what we're talking about. Question number 2. What are the advantages and disadvantages of using social media? Now let's get started with the advantages. 1. Reach your target audience. Many businesses are using social media nowadays, especially on marketing. For each business, sometimes small, sometimes large, and especially when they use the social media, one target is their audience. According to the states of 2009, and the published show that 70%, the marketers found that the social media marketing has been very effective for the business. One of the most significant advantages the social media network have brought the corporate world in this 2021. When a company posts or advertisements on the social media site, they specific the people profiles they wanted to see. As a result, the companies can more easily meet their target market. 2. Build your brand. No one can deny that the media can help to build the brand. It's one of the most advantages of the social media. When the people start knowing your brand, it helps in the creation of brand loyalty and the recognition. Social media helps us in build brand loyalty, which that provokes customers to buy brand which they are similar with. You can easily build your brand using social media. 3. Provide quality customer service. As a result of the direct connections with your audience, it's become easier for you to resolve their grievances and handle their complaint. It gives a real insight into your business because you address your customers personally and clear their issues. 4. Increase sales. It has been seen that the social media has a higher lead to close rate than the other form of marketing. With more visibility that comes with being a social media platforms, your company will get more opportunities to convert potential customers into actual customers. So using social media in the marketing can improve very beneficial for your business. Let's move to disadvantages. Allow negative feedback. We can't avoid the negative feedback. One negative feedback from the customer or client can hit your business to make it harder, can sometimes knock our punch, and always keep note that this presently vital factors to consider for business owners. Anyone can share almost everything on social media platform with others, which means that one negative feedback can impact nearly everyone. It could then ruin brand perceptions for both business owner and their prospective companies. Embarrassment. Social media is a medium where it takes only a few seconds for a post to become a viral. You should always be careful before posting your content or social media. Check many times before posting. It's a good way to do before you post. The question number 3. Have you ever thought about starting your own business? I have planned to open a clothes shop and name SH Clothes Shop. 2. The shop will sell different kinds of clothes, especially men and women, and also kids, especially with fashionable and good quality for my shop. And number 3, my shop is located in Bowal District and Battambang Province. You know, my location is in front of the Borai or the flat. You know, it's located in the developing area and there are many houses and shops around, especially many people come through frequently. The next point, my potential customers. I have 3 potential customers. 1, the high school students. 2 is the teenagers around, and 3, especially the people who are fascinated in clothes. When they come to my shop, they will be fascinated. I need about $20,000 for my starting up. You know, 30% I will spend on construction and decoration, 50% to bring the products into the stock, and the rest of 20% for reserves. For my business plan, I hope to make about $10,000 for my first year and $50,000 for the first 5 years. Now it's ending. Thank you everyone for your attention. Thank you. See you next video.